Well, first off, I completely agree with the leader that we should never default on our debt. That's number one. Number two, the Democrats can deal with this all by themselves because they have the House, the White House, and the Senate. So this is their responsibility. But let's look at where we are today. We are seeing unbelievable inflation that's hurting our poorest families. You saw the CPI numbers come out for August, 5.3%. You saw the PPI numbers come out over 8%. If you talk to businesses all across this country, they're all seeing inflation and they're seeing significant supply disruptions. This is hurting our poorest families. Anybody has to watch when they put food on their table, they're seeing their prices go up on food. Anybody has to drive to work, they're seeing their gas prices up. If you're rich, it's not going to have an impact on you. But if you're struggling to make ends meet, this reckless government spending is causing inflation, and we've got to figure out how to get our house in order. We can't just do exactly what this do here. It's called a blank check. The Democrats want a blank check to just keep spending money to oblivion. There is a day of reckoning. It happens in your personal family. It happens in every business. And it happens in government. I paid off, in my 8 years as governor, a third of the state debt. I walked in with a significant budget deficit, a state debt system that was going to have trouble paying their debts, and we balanced the budget and watched our money. We have to do the same thing here. There's a variety of proposals. I put up the Federal Debt Emergency Control Act, which says if you're going to have a bill that's not paid for, then it's going to take a 2/3 vote because you're raising the debt ceiling. That's what you're doing. So every time we do deficit spending, we're going to have to take a 2/3 vote. Once we get 100% of debt to GDP, we take all the stimulus money and start paying down the debt. We have got to get our debt in control. It's almost $30 trillion. There's also, Pat Toomey has a bill, the Full Faith and Credit Act. It guarantees we will not default on our debt, but we're going to prioritize how we spend our money. We have got to get control of this spending because it's hurting our poorest families.